Happy 4th of July! We've heard Stranger Things sucks. Is that right?
It does.
Okay, so going into the thing, this is what we came in. I came into Chris's house today, and the first thing I'm talking about is Stranger Things. Chris has some opinions about it. I haven't finished it. I don't care about spoilers, but once again, spoilers ahead. If you don't want to hear them, just fast forward the whole freaking video because I'm pretty sure that's all we're going to talk about. He's filled me in a little bit. So what made you the most mad? Obviously, you got to repeat yourself now, but...
Well, the thing that made me the most mad was the fact that it wasn't like watching Stranger Things at all. It was like watching a stupid 90s rom-com with the Stranger Things cast. And that's not why I watch Stranger Things. I watch it for monsters and mystery, and I don't know what's going to happen, and it's twists and turns and monsters and science fiction.
This had none of that.
And it was just one-liner after one-liner, and it was stupid. And all the characters were shells of their former selves. It's like they just changed them into different people. And there was no... The thing that was so, magical about the first season was, it's a story of these kids, and they're, actually kids, and, they think they can kill this thing with a slingshot, and, there's just an innocence to them. And now they're kids are gonna grow up. Now they're just what? I don't care about any of that stuff anymore.
Well, I remember watching the first season. I remember the first season. Yeah, exactly. Having that innocence to it, and there was these kids. They're playing D&D in their basement. The only thing they're scared of is if the actual what they called the Demogorgon in the game was gonna kill them in a board game.
Yeah. And
then all this stuff starts to unravel and happen to Will and all this stuff, and then season 2 comes around, and here they are with this pet Demogorgon basically, and it's it's still got that they're showing up in Ghostbusters uniforms, and it's almost nostalgia with the mystery on the part of it, because we all grew up in that. Well, I mean, I wasn't born in the 80s, but you were, but I don't know how much of it you really experienced, but in the 80s, it was just such a cool era, and I feel like that was great. And then like you said, it was kind of like a 90s rom-com, because I feel like they completely skipped everything, even though they were still in 84.
Yeah.
It just jumped. Now, the mall being a big deal and stuff like that, which kind of took away a lot for me. It did. I mean, the 80s aspect kind of lived there with the mall, but it was just it focused too much on it.
They focused on nothing. There was no story. There was no story at all. I kept waiting for okay, this was just an intro episode to set the scene. Now we're gonna get to Stranger Things.
And then the third episode comes.
Still just stupid one-liners and Billy hitting on old ladies and all the kids not being kids anymore, and Eleven's a whore now, and Hopper's insane, and...
So I didn't really finish it, and you can tell me, and we can keep going, but so she fell in love with Max? Was that what it was? You said earlier that there was a relationship between the girl.
No, there wasn't. They weren't actually, didn't
It was just the innuendo of it?
It was just super innuendo. There was a whole lot of...
So I'm assuming that, obviously I'm still only on episode, I just finished episode 3. So what I was seeing is that obviously Mike and her she dumped his ass, which was that was a cool little one-liner. I dumped your ass. And then Lucas and Max broke up. So did any of them get back to it, or
that was during the period where 11 and Max became really close?
Right,
and
I saw that.
Spending the night.
Which in season 2, they really couldn't stand each other.
Yeah.
Because she thought that Max liked Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just remember episode 2 of this season where she came up to her and said, "I need your help," and slammed her skateboard against her.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for her just to dick.
Yeah. So I mean, they ended up all getting back together in the end, but. It was just, and then...
Well, so here's another thing that kind of shocked me, is that me and Kara watching it for the first couple of episodes, and then I fell asleep, and then the next
day... Not hard to do.
Then the next episode I watched the next day, and we're watching it, and obviously Elle still lives with Hopper. They still live out in bumfucked Egypt. in the freaking woods, and which for me it was just like, you're not hiding her anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and then you see like Mike and Eleven making out. And I'm like, why am I watching this? Like, I feel like Stranger Things is trying to bend the envelope now. That like I felt weird watching that because we watched 11 when she was like 9.
Yeah.
And all these kids when they did that. So I think the progression is good because obviously they're in. I feel like they're in middle school probably.
Yeah, but
or freshmen in high school.
They're
So
taking the show in a like different direction. I feel like it's like now it's about their lives, like outside of the Stranger Things that are happening. Like now it's just things. They might as well call the show.
I can
Things.
agree with the writers in a sense to where like they're seeing their growth in age and their growth in society and their growth in school and stuff like that and the things that are going to affect them. Because I have a teenager and I get it. So like I have a teenager and we've in like a year like complete reversal in like not even attitude but just personality, just like her like I would say like social status, like everything like that, like it's all changed. So that I really related to. Yeah. So like even if Reese was to watch that show, she'd probably relate to a lot of this going. She's in 8th grade next year.
Yeah.
So like as we're watching this, we're kind of relating to it in a sense, and then I'm just like. Whenever he got mad at Mike, or when Hopper got mad at Mike and like got him in the car, like I really love that. That was a great scene. That was a great scene.
There are some good scenes sprinkled.
So there's a lot of relatability, if that's a word, like to go with. For me, at least as a dad, so I really appreciated that Hopper was just like get in the car and like did all that. And
exactly, but is that why you watch Stranger Things?
No, I was
for that. That's like a freaking
every dad movie.
That's just like a comedy movie with Vince Vaughn or something. I don't watch Stranger Things for those scenes. Right. I don't give a shit about the.
Sure. Well, it was a surprise, relatable.
Yeah, there's relatable stuff, and maybe on its own, aside all the corny jokes, as a different like movie or thing that wasn't Stranger Things. Right. Cool, fine. But that's not what I watch Stranger Things for, and that's not. And I get the character development, but at the same time, if you're going to develop characters into more adult-style kids because they're maturing, then why de-develop all the characters like Steve Harrington and stuff?
Well, it's like also with what was Mike's, or is it Mike's older sister or Will's older sister? Which one is what's her name?
Oh, that is now Nancy. That's now
the biggest pussy ever.
Now all of a sudden, Nancy and Jonathan are fucking writers or interns at the paper or whatever.
That made for me. I understood that part for him. Yeah. For her, I didn't. And what was crazy is that like for looking at season 1 and season 2, where she really came out of her shell and like became a badass. First season with Steve, and the second one with him, like just became a badass. And then now she goes in there with all these stories about like all this stuff, and these dudes are literally ripping her apart.
That's what
and she's
saying,
just like,
man.
okay, bye.
That's
and then old dude, photography dude, what's his name? Jonathan. Badass in the first and second season, turned into a total pussy when these dudes are fucking with his girl.
Just like Steve.
That made me so upset. He was just like, it's okay. And I'm just like, no, dude, walk in there and freaking lose your job over that.
Just like Steve Harrington. Now all of a sudden he can't even fucking talk to a girl at his job. Like,
oh my god.
And he's just a doofus. Like,
now me personally,
they took all these characters and just wiped them clean.
New character addition. What's her name?
Erica.
Amazing. Well, no, not Erica. Ahoy girl.
Oh, what's her name?
Y'all know. Anyways, amazing addition. I feel like she stole the season. Like she was the character.
She does turn out to be a lesbian.
Oh, thanks. Oh, poor Steve.
He finally made a move. Yeah, and then he made a move.
Well, what's funny is Dustin was just like, dude, you got the greatest girl right under your nose. And he was like, who? And he's like, damn it.
I can't remember.
Whatever. Anyways, just a break from the madness. Going to the first beer, you're going to see 2 of these tonight that are from Monday Night Brewing. But once again, man, we're bringing it in. I told you last episode that we're going to make Chris happy. I brought in some sours for us to try. Just to start it off, man, Monday Night Brewing. I've said it a million times. Amazing stuff. Out of Atlanta, Georgia. This is Current Events.
Current Events.
So this is a black currant session sour ale. My buddy Tommy that works at Riverside mentioned this to me, saying that if you love currants, then it is definitely all there with the currants. So we're gonna go ahead and pour this guy. I'm excited.
Watch me hate them all.
Nope.
Oh,
I forgot all about it before I did that. Sweet. It is a purple beer,
wow,
buddy.
it is.
This is exciting. Ooh, look at that.
Shit, dog.
That may be good.
This is a black currant.
Ooh, man. That smells good. That smells really good.
This looks like wine, man.
It does look like wine.
You would never tell me that this is a beer.
Look at that color, though.
That is
There's a lot of places doing this. I know Odd Story had a beer recently that was kind of like this color, but I've noticed a lot that a lot of people are getting into like that. I don't know. I hope they just use.
This smells like wine too.
It does. Cheers to you, buddy.
Let's see.
Ooh,
that is tart,
but good.
Doesn't taste like a beer at all. This tastes like.
What are we looking at here? We're looking at 4.5%. This is low, so like this is something you could drink multiples
of. You could just drink this like water, honestly.
Sit on, dude. This would have been a good 4th of July beer.
This is very light.
This would have been a lot better than Stranger Things.
You could pour some motor oil in a cup, and it would have been a lot better than Stranger Things.
This is great. How do you feel about this?
I
feel like your track record is that you'll love the first one for a minute until you try all the other ones.
Probably. But this right now, this is not like drinking a beer. This is almost like drinking a flavored
Spritzer,
water or like a flavored. It is very, and the can says berry refreshing, and it is.
Oh yeah, because they always have that thing. Remember the other one said what? What was the one that Dark Subject Matter said? It was like
the mortal,
thick mortal, something like that.
Thick white mortal.
It says tart berry refreshing.
It is this
black thick mortal, thick black mortal, or something like that. It's like your best porn name.
Yeah.
This is great.
It is. This is good.
I'm very, 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 very picky when it comes to the idea of sours. I've liked a few. This one though, I'm excited to get to the last one, but like this one, dude.
If someone were to just bring me this glass and just hand it to me, I didn't know what it was. Never in 1,000.
Would you assume it's beer?
100 million guesses would I assume it's beer ever.
That aftertaste is sweet too.
At all. I would assume that. I don't even know if I would assume it's alcoholic. I mean, maybe, but it's
like the Croy in currants.
Yeah, it's just like it tastes like a juice.
Juice, yeah. Like if you put like those soda machines that you can buy, like make your own soda. Like if you were to add juicy juice to this,
yeah.
well, not, I wouldn't say great, but it's close.
Yeah,
it's close to the grape.
This is very interesting. I would never guess this is beer. I'm almost skeptical that it's even beer, and it's just like
I may drink more of this. I'm gonna be real.
It's very easy to drink. It's super light. You could chug it. You could just chug this
and it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's no like. Ugh.
Like if you were thirsty and you were craving like
oh
water.
My god.
You
definite mow the lawn beer.
Yeah. This is actually.
There needs to be a thing whenever we find a beer that's like mow a lawn. It needs to be.
It feels.
Mow a lawn beer. I'm getting more of that.
It feels like a.
I love that it's a different color than beer. I feel like that in itself makes me love it more. Dead ass. Like that makes me. Oh, so cool.
That's wild, man.
But good beer, man. Good God, I'm very surprised.
I feel weird.
I've seen this at Riverside so many times, and like before we even started the show, this got released, and I saw it there, and it's always there. Like nobody's bought it. Like, and then they had it on a single, and I asked Tommy, and he was just like, dude, yes. Like, I told him we were doing a sour episode, and he was just like, dude, get it. And then I told him I already had this one in my fridge, and I saw that Ryan picked this up the other day.
Yeah.
So I wanted to grab it, which Prairie, good God, once again, proud as fuck of their beers. So proud. I think I took the sticker off this guy, but like, kind of stupid. They make like these, they're called like Artisan ales. And like even their stouts, like they made some of the best stouts I've ever tasted in my life. Like they have one called Okie, which I haven't had yet. It's like a pecan stout, which I really want to try. I know, but it's $11.99 for a bottle, and it's like that big. Like it's stupid.
Bitch.
And then they have like the Prairie Bomb, and then they have like the Paradise Christmas Bomb, and like it's just they're all about their art too, like Monday night, but they're at least cost efficient. Like
Yeah.
you get this big ass fucking can for $4.
Yeah.
Like that's not too bad. You would assume $4 would get you ABV, but this is just a good tasting freaking beer.
I feel weird even calling this a beer, man.
I agree. So hats off to you, Monday night. First beer. I'm surprised I like it.
I told you.
I'm less surprised you like it.
You're
but
coming over to the light side.
Until we find out what the next beer is like. This is Pink Guava Funk by Prairie Artisan Ales. Once again, I mentioned they are very. I hate saying it, but saying that they're proud of their beers because the price, but their beers are really good. And so, not like our other episode, when the first one we did in here, when I talked about Evil Twin Brewing, the Even More Jesus.
Yeah.
They are proud of their beers, man, because y'all are selling something that just, I don't know, it's good beer, but like for what I've paid for this and what I've paid for other beers, like y'all are ridiculous. But I hope to also interview you guys one day, so I'm gonna shut up. But Pink Guava Funk. This is a sour ale with pink guava, which, sure, that's all it gives me. So yeah, so let's hope the color on this one's kind of cool too. So I'm assuming pink guava.
Maybe it'll be pink.
It smells worse, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to change in color as much. No, regular beer color.
Now I feel like I'm scammed.
After that first one?
Yeah. Regular beer color.
Ooh. But it does smell good.
You said it smelled worse.
No, it's so much different after you pour a beer.
Because it's smelling the aluminum.
Aluminum.
We'll see how this works out.
Similar. Not as good.
Not as good. This almost has an aftertaste of like bacon. Or like Shoney's in liquid form.
Dude, I haven't been to Shoney's in so fucking long.
They don't have them.
There's one in Calhoun still.
There's one in Gatlinburg.
If you get off the Red Bud exit, it is right there, man. I went there with my grandparents almost every Sunday.
Dude, tell me this doesn't taste like maple, like breakfast aftertaste. It tastes like I went to Shoney's breakfast buffet and I had sausages and syrup and a whole bunch of food, and these are my burps throughout the day.
You're weird, dude.
I'm telling you.
It's like that one beer where you said it tasted like Fuji's, or what was it?
Ichiban salad dressing.
Ichiban salad dressing, like that
tastes
ginger
that.
shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is my favorite.
If
I've never tried guava by itself, I would not expect this. Because, like, guava to me sounds like a really exotic, very sweet, very nice fruit.
Yeah.
This doesn't.
This is Shoney's breakfast buffet in liquid form. Aftertaste. It's not the worst. But
this isn't bad.
It's not bad. I don't like the aftertaste.
But for me, I wouldn't have assumed this flavor out of pink guava.
I would assume the funk part, though.
It's funky.
Definitely the first one's better, but this is not bad, like you said. The aftertaste is kind of killing me, though. It tastes like I just dipped a sausage.
Like, actually, I just burped with it. Like, try to burp with it. Almost like a puke, right?
Yeah.
It's got like a back end of like what
like,
you would have felt like in the sour part of acidic vomit.
This tastes like I just licked a McGriddle patty.
Just the patty?
Well, yeah. Well, okay, took a bite.
Hold on.
There, you're getting it. You're seeing.
That's what I'm saying, because I love McGriddles.
Okay.
So, like, that was a good. Hold on.
This is a McGriddle burp. I'm telling you, dude. This is Shoney's in liquid.
Raw, you would like this.
It tastes like I dipped my sausage in a bunch of syrup and just sucked the syrup off.
So my confusion is like how people like actually try these things and like say, this tastes like pink guava.
Yeah, this is the pink guava fun.
But it's funny, like it's still like going back to that one episode, like you do not realize things until people mention them. I think it's like if you try taking finish the rest of that like a big gulp, and it's that swallow that's like,
Dude, that is. I went to McDonald's. I ordered 5 McGriddles. I came home and put them in a blender.
Oh.
And then I poured
So
a little
like a
bit.
paraplegic that like can't fucking eat.
I poured a little bit of beer and I put it in my feeding tube, and that's that beer. That's not to say it's bad.
Sorry, I just got a new like flavor. I'm still a douchebag, guys. This is good. This is strawberry donut.
No, that would be a beer.
You wouldn't drink it because it'd be dark. It'd have to be a stout because lactose.
Shit.
You wouldn't drink it?
I might.
So before we got on, I brought a fudge sickle beer by Untitled Art. The same thing from that espresso. And he was just like, he's just like immediately.
That stout stuff is just too. I don't like. I don't know. I like light and refreshing stuff, not like heavy, like thick.
Those kind of beers that like I love make more sense in the wintertime.
Maybe.
I mean, they do. See, I don't drink coffee ever. Ever.
I don't either.
I know. Cat and kidney stone. The worst thing ever. But
Stranger Things season 3 was a kidney stone in show 4.
I know that I was going to talk about it as we drink that beer, but I kind of got sidetracked. But one of the things that I found, usually throughout the week, I'll try to find like these crazy articles that I find through the week. And let me find this one that I looked at. Highway Patrol pulled over a hearse in the HOV lane. The driver pointed to the back and asked, "He doesn't count?" So they did not see another person, obviously, in the passenger seat. So they pull this guy over, assuming that he was just kind of disobeying the whole law of the HOV lane. And transporting a corpse doesn't qualify you for the carpool lane, is what it says on this. It says Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Travis Smaka was on Interstate 15 on Monday when he noticed someone driving solo in the HOV lane. He stopped the car, a Chrysler minivan. Hold on.
What?
This is not a hearse.
It's a homebrew hearse.
And was caught off guard by what the driver said. The driver informed me that he had someone who was deceased in the back of the vehicle.
What?
So let's back up. So why even make the title of this thing hearse?
This is crazier than it was just a
I gotta keep reading. The trooper peered inside, and sure enough, it was equipped like a hearse with a rail and a gurney holding a deceased person. Okay. So it's just a makeshift hearse. So this person's just like, I knocked out a few 5-row seats.
Hearsing on a budget, dude.
There you go. The driver asked, so he doesn't count in the back. Smaka said he got a good chuckle out of it and informed the driver that no, deceased people do not count, and let the driver off with a warning.
Man, I wonder if this guy is so hard up to just drive in the HOV lane that he made that and put a fake.
Why not just put the dead body just like?
No, what if
in the driver?
What if there is no dead body and he's not even like a mortician and he just made that modification so he could try to bend the rule and say, well, I've always
obviously he can't now.
Well, yeah, but what if that's why he did it in the first place, to try?
Dude, it says, hold on, ad pop up. It says, so this is Smaka, the trooper, saying, it just threw me off. That was more of the more interesting responses I've gotten. To drive in the HOV lane, there needs to be more than one living occupant in the vehicle, Smaka said. Mannequins and pets don't count. So I want to go ahead and move on to the last beer because I'm very excited about it, and you're very excited about it. The second one,
we're going to be let down.
I will say the first one took win so far.
Oh, yeah.
This is Slushee Fun by Monday Night Brewing again. They keep killing the game. We're going to crack this guy open and we'll see what happens here. I didn't try with the last beer.
Yeah, you forgot. Hey,
good beer.
I'm trying not to get my hopes up because this one sounds so good.
It doesn't smell bad.
Because last time I thought I was going to be...
Oh, we're going with the same beer color here?
I thought I was going to be beside myself over that last one and I hated it. So
I'm getting the same smell that I got out of the last one.
Oh, no. This
is cherry and lime.
This is going to be fucking liquid McDonald's breakfast. This one's a little more...
Dude, smell it really heavy, you smell shampoo.
Oh,
do it.
Stop.
But like good shampoo, like Fruities.
Garnier.
Garnier.
This has a little more like pinkish hue to it, just slightly. Like a light, maybe not.
Maybe. I'm excited about this one though.
I'm trying.
I just love the. Oh, it smells bad.
This isn't. I'm scared to do it.
Just do it. Mmm.
Oh no.
That is shampoo.
This is fucking. This.
Oh my god, that is so bad.
This is like if you took shampoo and squirted it in a glass and then took a thing of soy sauce and dumped it in there and mixed it up.
Oh.
This is awful.
I'm gonna finish it just so I can drink some more of the current events.
I cannot believe this is even a thing.
But on the side of it, I kind of get a cherry lime feel.
A rotten lime peel.
Rotten lime, just the peel.
Dude, this tastes so bad. I can't believe this.
That is literally some sort of like bathroom use.
This is tepid bath water with a little bit of shampoo suds and soy sauce.
Soy, I see.
Soy sauced out. You know,
I'm really mad I bought these. Like that's not that one. These two. The current events. I'm gonna drink some more of that.
that was great. I had very high hopes for this, and I told myself not to get too worked up because of last time.
Well, when you name a beer,
Slushee fun and it's
Slush-
cherry lime.
I taste the cherry lime. I literally taste the cherry lime made from Sonic a little bit.
The cherry lime's in there, but it's also mixed in with shampoo and soy sauce. So that's cool.
Well, this is fruities.
I could take a scoop of ice cream and shove it.
Shove
it in a porter
I'm
potty.
gonna be mad at fruities for a second because y'all just discontinued my favorite fucking hair gel. Fuck yourself. Good God. The second article while we finish this madness, the cereal toilet clogger. Sentenced to 150 days in jail and probation. Sheboygan, a 35-year-old Sheboygan man, was sentenced Monday to 3 years of probation for clogging, women's toilets in DeLand Park and at his place of work. Fuck the man. Patrick D. Beeman was originally charged with 12 misdemeanors of criminal damage to property, but 7 of the charges were dismissed in early June. As conditions of probation, Beeman will have to serve 150 days in jail, pay more than $5,500 in restitution, not be allowed to possess or consume alcohol or any controlled substances, and complete 100 hours of community service.
I thought you were gonna say not be allowed to.
Dude, you don't even have it.
Toilet.
You don't even have it that bad, honestly.
That's what I was gonna say.
While the state only recommended Beeman serve 30 days in jail as part of his probation, Judge Kent Hoffman sentenced him to 30 days for each of the 5 counts of criminal damage to property.
Each of the 5 toilets.
Yeah. Wait, did it say though that he? 150 days. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. For the 5 counts of damage to the property served consecutively, citing the need. Okay, so here I'm gonna stop there. So when you hear all this stuff is serve consecutively. So in reality, has there ever been an opportunity where this person's been I'm gonna jail for 60 days, and then get out for a week, have some fun, man, go to Whitewater, have
take
some
fun,
vacay, take a vacay, come right back. Beeman apologized for the damage and stress he caused in a statement he read during the sentencing hearing Monday. He says, "I need to make things right and pray forgiveness every day."
Please, God.
I'm wondering.
I didn't mean to flood that
This
toilet.
is the one thing it has not actually mentioned is how and why. So it hasn't said how he's clogged them. So I'm wondering if this guy's
just
full on
shits.
handicap bars, thrust pedal, just just letting out the demon shit, and then just stuffing the whole roll into the toilet after that.
I don't know. That'd be a lot funnier if you.
I feel like at that point you'd need to pray.
This guy just sounds like he's got a problem. Why would you even want to flood all those toilets?
So according to criminal complaint, officers found a toilet in the women's bathroom at DeLand Community Center. Dude, come on. Clogged by a plastic bottle last March. Water was overflowing from the toilet.
This is so stupid.
Oh, it keeps going.
This is so petty.
It keeps going. Just even better.
It's just so dumb.
It says officers had checked the restrooms the previous evening and the toilets were not damaged. officers reviewed 10 similar incidents beginning in April 2017 where toilets were clogged. I'm so sorry that this has gone so deep. The city determined each incident cost about $200 in damage. No. I'm going to go and tell you. So, like, first of all, you're in a restroom, right? There is no way that a restroom has floors that can damage that easy just by water. And that's why they're made that way.
Yeah, you could fucking flood the shit out of it.
You could shock back the fuck out of that. It depends. Because I feel like even as a toilet, like if you were to clog it, it doesn't even run that long.
Not those commercial toilets.
Yeah.
And commercial bathrooms have drains. They all have drains. It's like a requirement, like OSHA.
Yeah.
So that you don't slip.
So that's what that says. It says officers were able to identify Beeman after speaking with a manager at the temp agency for which Beeman worked, who said Beeman damaged toilets at a company where he was placed by the agency. This is funny.
We don't want that guy.
This is funny because I work for a staffing agency. The complaints, hold on. He was only employed there about a month. The manager said Beeman was placed at another company where incidents of the similar nature began to happen.
This is so stupid. This guy can't contain himself when he sees his toilet. He's like, I'm gonna flood this.
He's like, man, I gotta pee. I can't go in there. I gotta pee. I just might as well pee outside. I just need to go out here. And
well, maybe I'll just flood.
According to the complaint, Beeman told police he gets urges to do odd things. Like look for bottles in the garbage to plug toilets. He said he stopped when he heard the police were investigating. Like, I'm sorry. Like, we all get urgent. Somebody has a weird tendency. Like, everybody has it. Like, everybody. Like, for me, it's my OCD. But, like, this is a form of OCD. That's all it is. It's not an oddity. I feel like this is a form of OCD. This is a guy that goes into bathrooms and has to clog a toilet. Like, it's like those people off of that True Life on MTV that we talked about that can't leave a room without touching the door 8 times, or like
this guy can't leave a bathroom without clogging it.
Dude, like the thing is, he looks for plastic bottles.
This is so stupid.
He's reusing and recycling. He's doing all those things.
When he said he told officers that he gets the urges to do strange things, I thought it was going to be like, jacks off in public. Or just anything, but it was just circled right back to the fucking frog. I get urges to do strange things, like look for plastic bottles in the trash to clog toilets. Like,
so this guy can never be a janitor.
That's all he likes to do. That's his whole life.
I'm going back to this guy because it's great, and it's a winner, and there's enough for both of us.
That is good. I like it. End on a high note. Because this guy right here, and it's just so, it's so absurd.
Dude, that was a great article, was it not? Like, that was fantastic.
I feel like it's blown a little out of proportion. This guy's on trial in a courtroom, like, stressing out, going to jail. What did this guy do?
Do you know the guy that on Facebook that lets everybody go? You know what I'm talking about? Like, he should have been on that one. He should have been on that guy. He's like, you do what, son? I clog toilets. He's like, shit, I do that every morning.
Why don't you go home?
You just go home, man. Just clog your own shit. Literally. So in conclusion today, guys, Stranger Things sucks.
Bad.
You can't drive a dead body in the HOV. And clogging toilets aren't just fun anymore.
If you get any strange urges to look through the trash for plastic bottles, just fight it. Because you could go to jail and then still get up in the morning.
Just clog toilets of people you hate.
There you go.
There you go. And there's a cat meowing in the background now.
I'm going to use it to clog a toilet.
Guys, this is Blake.
This is Chris.
We're Beer Buds, guys. Have a great freaking rest of your week, and don't watch Stranger Things. Cheers.